What's up YouTube, Fox here, and today we are going to be doing a opening review and a structure deck challenge on the newest structure deck that came out yesterday, I believe it was, and that is Master of Pendulum. So I went ahead, I got three of them. This box here kind of got messed up because they kind of just shoved it into my mailbox, but the card should be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna open up one of these, and then we're gonna go ahead see what's inside, and then I'm gonna go ahead. If you don't know what the structure deck challenge is, what it is the scenario is you go to a YCS, Worlds, Nationals, Locals. You go to some tournament, and say you forgot your deck or something happened, and your deck is you're not able to use your deck. So you go to the store, you buy three copies of the newest structure deck out there, and you make a deck using only the cards that are available to you in the deck. Now, this one is actually a pretty good one. We haven't had a really good structure deck in a while. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pop this open, and we will go ahead and get to it. Alright, so I haven't actually done this in a while. I think the last time I did this was with the Cyber Dragon one was the last time I did this. And the Cyber Dragon structure deck was actually pretty good. I liked it. Nova, I don't know if Nova's gone down in price yet, but I know Nova spiked up in price to like 12, 13 bucks. But yeah, as standard in every structure deck, you'll get a rule book. Uh, I'd say just go online since the rulebook updates so often. Just go ahead, go online. Next up, we have a paper. We have a paper mat. Not something that you probably want to show up at your locals with, but if you're just starting out and sort of learning the gist of things, it is definitely a pretty nice mat. It's got a lot of the new monsters on it, and overall, I think it looks really good. So go ahead and throw that off to the side. And now we get on to the actual deck. So let's see, there's the tab. Go ahead, pop that out, move the trash over to the side. And yeah, so first off we have the Odd Eyes. Get that a bit closer to the camera. So first up, if it will focus, come on, will it focus? I don't think it wants to focus. Let's see, maybe, let me see, let me try, turn autofocus off. Wait, there we go. I think that's pretty good. So we got Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, as well as Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. So these are going to be your two ultra rares in the deck. They're pretty good cards. I actually like Meteor Burst Dragon. He's sort of like a Armides in a way, and that whenever actually he makes all your monsters basically Armides in a sense that whenever any of your monsters attack, your opponent cannot activate monster effects. So that is pretty good going up against Cosmos because I believe then they can't banish. And then Absolute Dragon's pretty nice. There's some combos that you could use Meteor Burst or Vortex to go into him, and you detach, and then you special summon them back out with Absolute Dragons. So pretty nice combos with him. Go ahead and move them over there. So next up we have Noble Dragon Magician. This is the tuner pendulum monster that goes with Meteor Burst Dragon. You can use her to go into other things, but yeah, that's why she works best in Odd Eyes decks. Then you got Oaf Dragon Magician, which is another super rare, pretty good card. For Magispectors, for Magispector Magicians, because he is a wind spellcaster, so so you can actually tribute him for the win for the Magic Spectre spells and traps. And then next up we have Wisdom Eye Magician, probably the main super rare, if not probably the main one of the main cards in this structure deck. A really powerful card, lets you set any. Granted that there is a magician in the other Pendulum Zone, even if it's another copy of Wisdom Eyes, you can go ahead and destroy him and then place any magician. I believe it is magician only. Uh, yes, magician only. Also, it states that it could be a magician or performer pal in the other scale to activate his effect. But yeah, any magician from your deck straight into the Pendulum Zone. So really good searcher. So those are going to be your super rares. Go ahead and place them right over here. And next up are the commons. Really, so we got Dragon Pulse and Dragon Pit, two very good vanilla pendulum monsters. Also for the Magispector Magician deck, and then we have the main common right here, Pendulum, or not Pendulum, Performapal Skullcrabat Joker. So this guy, as well as Performapal Pendulum Wizard, or I forget if his name is Wizard or Sorcerer in the TCG, but this guy here, him, Monkey Board, oh my gosh, they're gonna make Pepe a big, huge tier 0. So really good common. Next up, we have the classic Stargazer, Time Gazer from the first what was it, structure deck from the Pendulum era. Then we got Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon common reprint, really nice. Perform Pal Silver Claw, Perform Pal Salute Tiger. Let's see, Perform Pal Trump Witch, and then we start getting into some more of the obscure cards. So we have Metaphys Armed Dragon, Chaos Hunter, pretty good card against Cosmos if you get it out early game. This is Full Buster Dragon, I believe. Fusiler Dragon. So yeah, him and Skill Drain, they're used a lot along with Beast King Barbaros. Lila, Lifestorm Warrior, always a good reprint. Fencing Fire Ferret, Inari Fire. Let's see, this is that one Archfiend card, and what that Gigabyte. So these two cards, I've actually seen splashed into decks. They all three of these sort of have the same thing where if you control a spellcaster, you can just special summon it outright. So pretty interesting. Also, Inari Fire and the Archfiend here are both targets for Gigabyte's effect. And then we have Goblinberg for those rank 4s. X-Saber Arabellum. No clue why he's here. Don't know why they chose. I mean, I'm sure that there were better level 3 tuners that they probably could have chose. I don't know why they chose X-Saber Arabellum. Magna Drago, interest. I don't know why they put that in there. Recover, pretty good e-telly, and sort of like a, I don't know if I guess technically worse version than Glow Up Bulb, but again e-telly. So, and then Sky Eris. This is another one of the new cards. Really good. It protects your Odd Eyes, Magicians, and Performer Pals in your pendulum scale, and it's also a once per turn searcher for Odd Eyes cards. And then Pendulum Call, another really strong searcher for the Pepe deck, and as well as anything that splashes the magicians in, like the Magic Spectre magicians. Then Pendulum Shift, Pendulum Rising, Sacred Sword at 7 stars, pretty good reprint right there. Summoners Art, another really good reprint. Too bad Clees are no more, and Ignites are. I don't know what ignites are. If they're that, it's like ignites. They've been a thing, then they haven't, then they were again, then they weren't. So, all in all, Summoners are a pretty good reprint right there. MST always welcome. Scapegoat pretty interesting. Forbidden Dress. Um, I honestly, arguably, I don't know. I really, whenever I build a deck and I think about putting one of the forbidden cards in it, I always fight over Dress and Lance because I feel like they're both equally good, and I really don't know which one is better. I know a lot of people will argue Lance, but then again, Dress comes in handy quite a lot. So then you got regular polymerization, terraforming, pendulum back, powerful rebirth, pretty interesting. Call it the haunted. Trapture Trap Hole Nightmare, really good reprint right there. Torrential Tribute, always good. Eradicator Epidemic Virus, and then finally you have Rune Eyes Pendulum Dragon. So you can go for all forms of summoning in this deck if you so wish, but yeah, now that we've sort of gone over the deck, well, went ahead and have seen what is in it, I'm gonna go ahead and create my deck that I would bring to a YCS Worlds, Locals, Nationals, whatever, if I had to do this. So I'll be right back. Alright, so after heavy consideration and a very filling dinner, I have come up with the deck as well as the side deck that I would have chosen if I were to have taken this deck to a tournament. So, put the side deck off to the side for a moment. So first up, we have 3 Meteor Burst, 3 Absolute Dragon, and 3 Rune Eyes, since 15 card max, and since we can max out on 9, why not? So that is the extra. Go ahead and put that over there. So next up, we have 3 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, 3 Dragon Pit. Those will be our level 7s for the deck. Then for level 6s, we have 3 of the Oath Dragon Magician for some recycling. We have 1 Stargazer Magician, just sort of tacked in there. Actually, yeah, if we're going to put everything over here, why not just all in one pile? Then we have 3 of the Dragon Pulse Magician, 3 Scroll Crobat. So, and then we have 3 Wisdom Eye Magician. Gotta have that, as well as him. Gotta have as much consistent searching as possible. 2 Time Gazer Magicians. I think Time Gazer's a really good card, just because it makes it so that when one of your Pendulum monsters attacks, your opponent cannot activate trap cards. So, really good card overall. So, 1 of the Tuner, simply because she is recyclable. She can be recycled. I can't do English right now, but she can be recycled with her own effect if you do not use an Odd Eyes monster. So, yeah, plus you can summon her back out from the extra deck since she is a Pendulum. Um, then we have 1 Trump Witch. I was originally running 2, but since the fusion isn't all that great, I figured just 1 would be fine. So next up we have 2 Forbidden Dress, 2 MST, 3 Pendulum Call, 3 Sky Iris, or Iris, however you want to pronounce it, and then 2 Terraforming, because you want to get your field spell as quickly as possible. Then for the traps, we have 1 Torrential and 3 Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare. So, that does it for the deck. I think that's about roughly 20/20 on the on the monsters and the back row. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, something around that. I don't know, maybe a little bit over 20 on the monsters. Um, Actually, that stack of cards is something completely different. Next up for the side decks. So for the side deck, I chose two of the whatever this guy is, uh, three Chaos Hunters because again he is really good against Cosmos. A third Time Gazer just because, like I said, he is a overall amazing card. One Stargazer just in case. A second Noble Dragon Magician. Our third Forbidden Dress. Our third MST. One Polymerization. Three Sacred Sword at 7 stars, just in case you feel like you need a little bit more draw power for game 2 and 3. Plus, Chaos Hunter is a level 7. And then one Eradicator Epidemic Virus, because I believe the card's at 1. Now, if you wanted to cheat a little and get some and try and get some common rank 4s for the deck, then the other two cards that I would suggest is 3 Gigabyte and 3 of the Archfiend. If you want to cheat a little, put some rank 4s in the deck, some cheap common ones like Utopia, Gem Knight Emerald, or Gem Knight Pearl, just any of those really cheap ones, then these I would recommend, as well as possibly, let's see, where is it? Inari Fire would be one. Another one that you could also use if you wanted to go more rank 4. If you feel like you need stall, you can always add in Scapegoat. You got the Goblinberg for the rank 4 plays. If you could add in Recover if you wanted to put in some cheap synchros. And yeah, so there are other ways that you can take the deck depending on whether or not you want to cheat on a challenge and pick up some extra commons. But for the sake of just keeping true to the challenge, this right here would be what I would be running if I were to go to a YCS Worlds, something of the sort, and I had to resort to this. So yeah, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comment section below what you would change in the deck. You know, if you want to go more fusion based, or if you want to really make sure that you go for the synchro. Just let me know down in the comment section below if you were in this situation, what would you do? And that will about do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Patreon down below, and I will be catching you guys later. Fox out.